It's been I was in a breakaway room that I think we thought an hour was a bit too much until we started talking. Yeah, so we had some talkers in our group. So that's how it took long. Well, everybody, thanks for engaging like that. I hope you had a wonderful time. We can't wait to hear your feedback. And I wondered if the last group was able to assign the point person who will give us feedback. Ladies and gentlemen, there's some exciting plans for 2021. We will be emailing you, sending you some emails around that so that we can connect on how we can best collaborate in the future. So without wasting any time, can I ask one person from each group to give us feedback on how they found the breakaway rooms? Any highlights, any lowlights? You can put your hand up. Maybe Andile will he will spotlight you if you put your virtual hand up from your group. I don't know if let's just we're leaders here. So if you put your hand up, you can just get started or unmute yourself and say, I'll say if you want to start.
So I'll just say something, and I won't speak for the group, but I'll speak for my personal opinion here. But what I loved about our group was it seemed as if there was a line that could work from boys, to young boys, to young men, to men, and tools to be better fathers. So it seemed as if I don't know how you guys created the breakout room, but what was great was there seemed to be a nice continuum of organizations that could really be supportive of what we're trying to do as an individual organization. And I would love to, I don't know if we can get a copy of the recording of this, but it just seemed very, very well orchestrated. I don't know if it was meant to be like that or there's been kind of divine inspiration, but for myself personally, this has not been a waste of time. Often when things like this come up, I think, oh, here we go. What's going to happen now? And I found that the organizations really touched me, they moved me, and I just want to bless all the work that goes out there. That's my personal summary.
Oh. Thanks, David. Appreciate that. We've got Kolo McKenna, raised hand there. You can unmute yourself and speak if you are muted. I only have one screen. Okay. Thanks so much, Kolo.
Thank you. We were in room 1 with Ngozi Julia. We were 3 organizations. And what I like about the organizations that were in room 1, it's as much as we're not operating in the same provinces, but we are touching almost all the provinces. We've got Broadway in Limpopo. We've got Sesame Workshop in GP, Eastern Cape, Free State, and we've got Mutunzi also in Cape Town, Izenzo Dad, and we've got World Needs a Dad that's in 100 countries, but with their head office in Cape Town. And we have seen that this organization are also passionate about their work, touching lives and, improving the lives of dads. And something that Mutunzi mentioned as well, to say, we don't want ATM fathers, fathers that sends money but do not have a relationship with their kids, which for me, it was a highlight of this, to say, let us improve, the lives of fathers in terms of trainings, mentoring, and also World Needs a Dad mentioned about a program that they run for first-time dads, which is awesome. And Sesame Workshop also, they are doing a male caregiver initiative. We are also establishing men's forums in Limpopo. So it was awesome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Sure. And apologies, Kolo, for murdering your name. It's I said Kolo. I apologize for that. And we've got Cindy. So, Cindy. So, thanks, Cindy.
Hi everyone. I was in room 3 and our group was an all ladies group. So all of the organizations within our group, namely we had NAFSA, the National Family Foundation of South Africa. We had Sonke, Gender Justice, which is currently running a Men Care SA. They say they're running a program on that. And we also have Farmnet. So all these organizations basically focus on positive fatherhood across the region. Their main aim is to encourage fatherhood, is to encourage families, and they were all really very positive when it came to talking about that topic. They also want to encourage fathers and men within the community. Even young men are being involved in these workshops where they want to encourage gender equality. Everyone was very eager to hit the ground running. They've got projects that are currently running that are working, and everyone is keen to collaborate, get more info out there into the communities, and have people out there with the information and working and sharing information and working. I was really touched with some of the challenges that they faced, especially when it comes to the topic of working with men and fathers, because one of the members in the team, Anna, mentioned that the Department of Fatherhood and Men has been neglected for a while. But when you then have an organization that is working with fathers and men in the community, it is looked at as if you are working or you are trying to promote men's rights and diminishing everything else around. But I feel like it's a positive thing to focus on men, help work with men, young men and young boys, to train them up to be the type of men and fathers we need in our communities. Because when it comes to issues of gender-based violence and abuse in the home, men are usually the perpetrators. So maybe giving a little focus on them will help prevent all these other issues that we are facing now. So it's been a neglected area, and these organizations are really working to focus on that. So it was really sad to hear some of the challenges they face when they're trying to address that, and you get a backlash as if you're just trying to support the men who is the abuser.
Sure. Thanks so much, Cindy. So that is incredible. Who's next? I don't see a raised hand. How many groups we've got? We've done 3 groups now, I think. We've done all of them.
I think we're missing your group, probably.
My group,
because David was just speaking for himself.
David reflecting on his own personal capacity.
Yeah, I don't speak for any.
You don't speaking on behalf of the group. No.
So we need to hear from your group.
Okay, who is bold enough to represent our group? Ditiro Tabo.
Okay, I'll present the group.
Thank you, Ditiro.
Okay. As much as David was not speaking on behalf of the group, I totally agree with what he was saying, because we had Character Company that is dealing with, I'm not sure from what age, but I know they're from until 12 years old, which is like babies, and we've got us, Mentor Boy Child, who are dealing with 14 to 18 years, which is middle adolescent. And we had David, who is dealing with men, which the men and Tabo, and then the fathers can actually come and mentor boys at the Character Company and mentor a boy child. And I am missing one organization. I am missing.
Is it not Mankind?
No, I think I've covered. Okay, okay.
It.
You're
David,
not part of the thing.
home.
It's fine. You're not part of the thing, Ulifile. So it was 6 of us. So yeah, So I think, yes, for the way as David explained it, to say, you know what, it's like somebody like planned it, because it's like from that group, I just feel like we're gonna build some partnerships, some support system, because, like from the character company, they can come to mentor a boy child, we can refer our children if they are that age, and then other way around. And also with Mankind and Daddy,
please come
Daddy,
home.
please come home. Yes, from Thabo Moloko, we can cooperate or collaborate with them in bringing mentors to those two organizations. So that's what I can say about our group. And also I think, as Cindy said, to say the work that has been done around fatherhood and a boy child is just amazing. And to be part of a workshop where you think people are saying, we are here for a boy child, fathers matters, we are here with the heart of a father, fatherhood, so for me, it's just like motivating me. I mean, like our organizations to say we are in the right path, and together we can just do this. And killing the norm of like neglecting a boy child, or saying man is just a boy, is just a boy, they're just boys, they will figure it out, because there's that thing of like, they are boys, they shouldn't cry, they will figure things out, so for us to say boys are boys, they are human, they've got feelings, they've got emotions, they need to be loved, they need to be told that they are loved, to be encouraged, they are like, the way you're treating a girl child, a boy child also need the same love. So to break that cycle of like GBV and all those things. So yeah, that's me from our group. So thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Titiro. Thank you so much. No, we had a wonderful time indeed. I'm glad we found the breakaway rooms or breakout rooms beneficial for our organizations, and collaborating and learning from each other is the best way, So there's this concept, stronger together. It's a mammoth task, ladies and gentlemen. And as we say, it takes a village to raise a child. And I think it takes more than a village to mobilize men. We need to club in and join hands together in this clarion call. I'm going to ask Andile to play us the Fathers Matter video just before we wrap up our proceedings. Thanks for your endurance, and thanks for coming online with us. Just want to ask Andile to just play that video, and then I'll wrap up with some closing remarks.
Becoming a father, wow.
My memories from that time are kind of just hazy bliss.
An average African man does not go to the delivery ward. I must say it was an amazing moment for me. In fact, my son was not ready to come out until I came.
Raising a child is not like easy as you see when you see it maybe on television and all that.
My dad never misses an opportunity to say, you're gorgeous, you're intelligent, you are everything in a bag of chips. Having my dad around was so important because he taught me what I'm worth from the perspective of a male.
My heart was broken for the first time. I spoke to my dad about it, gave me advice.
Fatherhood is less about doing, it's also a lot more about being.
He has given me a lot of strength.
My grandpa is very nice and I love him and he's in heaven.
A lot of the qualities and values that are embedded in me today came from mom and my dad. So if I play the guitar, my dad actually plays the guitar.
I like to play music with him.
I'm a good footballer, or I think I am.
We win against him. I'm scared of going alone at the shops. Daddy, don't leave me. He takes us to fun places.
It's a great joy to be a grandparent. It's fighting on the bed, it's running around the house.
When he's sleeping, I just bang him on the bum with a pillow.
I try to change things. I want the best for my kids.
I live with my mom, granny, and that's it.
My father was not in the picture because when things ended between him and my mom, went and got married. So he had a whole family of his own. He had made no efforts to try and find me. You know, was I not worthy of being found?
My sister and I grew up with my mother, and my brother, he was with us until primary school, and then he went to go live with my father.
At the age of 15, my family basically exploded. As an intimate, ongoing presence, he disappeared from my life at that point.
My father being present in my life, no ways. I don't even know him.
My dad, he spent much of his time in Johannesburg seeking for a job. I was still young when he moved from Venda to Johannesburg. He struggled to get a job.
Luckily enough, unlike some of my siblings, I was introduced to my father. He would come to the yard, say hello, and that was it.
In the work that I do with offenders, you can see that there's a huge gap that is missing. Like you see that a father figure is needed for them to be better persons.
I don't remember much of my childhood, and I think it's mainly because my mum died when I was about 5 and a half. Yeah, I think I was 12 when my dad got remarried, and that's when things got really rocky.
I was pretty convinced that all families were doomed to failure.
When he was born, it was an amazing moment of being there in the delivery ward, seeing him come into the world. Why would a father abandon their own seed like that? Such a beautiful miracle.
My mother was overseas for most of my childhood, so my dad basically became my primary caregiver.
We had an awful 3-year period where my dad and I didn't speak to each other. The thing I learned about that is it's never too late to rebuild relationships that are damaged or broken.
I'm still making peace now. I mean, I have a wonderful husband with 2 children, and I watch my daughter and how she is with her father, and that is part of making peace for me.
My dad he's a life changer.
God, thank you for the opportunity and the privilege of being a father.
If I could be a tenth of what my father was, I'll probably be the best father in the world.
Hope you've enjoyed that promo video. Once again, on behalf of Heartlines, we would like to say thank you, a huge thank you to each and every one of you and each and every organization on this call. So thanks so much for showing up, and we'd just like to again thank our funders, Hope Foundation, for making this event possible. Lastly, David asked, yes, this event and this meeting is recorded, and the link will be made available to everyone post this event. We will email it to you. We will be emailing a survey as well. So please look out for that, and do fill it up. We'd like to improve on the work that we're doing on the virtual platform. We look forward to having these face-to-face sometime soon. And let's continue to connect, collaborate, and grow as we promote the active and positive presence of men in the lives of children from Heartlines. And as Kanyisa is chewing nicely, Awang Khadisa, we would like to say thank you so much for joining us. Guys, appreciate you guys joining us again. And let's carry on doing this work of fatherhood. Yeah, with the mothers on the call as well. Let's do it. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Bye.